Hello, hello, hello. So we should be good. I don't know. Maybe not. I've been trying to see if we're live, but it does not appear to show that. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so we are live now. Okay, good. That's good. I don't know what happened. I think YouTube did something there. Because I don't think it was an issue on our end. It was definitely YouTube. So I don't know what happened, but our stream dropped off. So we should be live again. Anyway, what do you think we should talk about?
Is there any cartoon news or anything?
Oh, wait, say that again. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Is there any cartoon news or anything?
For cartoons, yeah, I don't. I'm trying to think. Is there anything that, as recent, that has been? Obviously there's going to be the new Mario movie. I think I talked about the Mario movie on this channel before, when it first was announced, because it's been something that has been anticipated for several years, but now it's out, and but there's going to be a new one shortly, and I was actually surprised to hear that it's focused on Mario Galaxy, because I like Mario Galaxy. It's one of probably my second favorite Mario game.
It's my favorite Mario game of all time.
Yeah, it's her favorite Mario game. I like Mario 64. That's my favorite one. But it's interesting to see the trend of video games becoming animated films, like we saw with Arcane and other shows that have came out that are based on some sort of video game, or even I think it's more to do with IP. And there's probably something that we could talk about how IPs are sort of I don't know, how they're kind of used, I don't know, they're used in a way that isn't necessarily, there's more out of necessity rather than want, right? Where people create movies not because there needs to be some new extension to the story, but because it simply has to exist, because it's a popular IP, let's make it into something. For example, they're gonna make, I don't know, we're gonna make all sorts of movies coming up. And also, one of the things I think I recently heard about is that there's I don't know if anyone is familiar with, there's a webcomic and it's called Homestuck, I think. I don't know anything about it, but I know that some people like it. It's an old webcomic that was kind of I don't know if it was the early 2000s. I have no idea. I don't know anything about it, but apparently that's getting made into an actual, I don't know if it's a movie or show, but that's also something that's happening, which is very surprising.
Wow, that's crazy.
I didn't really expect that. It's kind of out of left field, but there's a lot of other stuff too, in terms of animation. So I would probably say that's more of indie animation, right? Because you have the release of things like the Digital Circus, for example, and as we know, I've talked about the Digital Circus before on this channel, so you can hear my thoughts on it on that one video where I talk about it. But I think generally speaking, there is a lot of new things that are being created, which I wouldn't say a few years ago I was kind of lamenting the fact that there isn't really much of new stuff that especially the younger kids will grow up with. Because when I was younger, I had a lot of shows around me that I watched and stuff like that, and they helped inform me of a lot of my interests and my taste, and they helped shape me, not literally, because these are just fictional shows, but they do impact you in some way, in some form. So I think that having a lot of those kind of shows back then helps build character. as a person. It helps you build character, even though it's just you watching a show, you experiencing it. It kind of helps inform you of your own taste and what you like and why you like, the reasons for why you like things, right? Because I think there's an explorative phase that people go through earlier in life, and you kind of need to have things open to you so that you know what things that you like and things that you don't like, right? So yeah, I think having shows that are good, not just like, I think there's a lot of bad shows, right, for kids, right, that exist out there. But I think that you need the good shows to help make kids be exposed to things that are, you know, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, more for their growth rather than something that impedes their development as a person. And I would argue stuff like Gravity Falls, it's kind of like that. It's something that makes you think. It's something that, you know, it doesn't, I don't think like a show like Gravity Falls like talks down to kids or anything like that. I think it treats the kids as someone who is mature enough to be, like, you know, like it handles it in some things that in the show in a mature way. And like a thing, like I said, like, I don't think that we need to, I don't know why I'm going on this whole conversation, but I guess the reason why I am is because I'm looking back at animation and how it's personally impacted me, right? Over the years, right? Because I mean, you watched a lot of shows when you were growing up, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, give me, like, did it impact you at all? Did it change? Did it, you know? Okay, you elaborate on that? I
mean, I don't know. My tastes have really changed recently, so I don't really like a lot of the same shows that I used to. So I don't know.
So you would say that a lot of the shows impeded on your
I mean,
growth?
at the time, there's a lot of shows that really impacted me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't reading the chat, guys, but now I'm reading the chat. Knights of Guinevere from Coaxes Productions and Any Soon. That's a good one. So I heard people talk about that, and I think it's if I'm not mistaken, the person who made that show, or at least one of the people that are writing the show, is the person that made the Owl House. Now, as I've said before, not a huge fan of the Owl House, but I still think that show, just from what I've seen of it, looks infinitely better than what the Owl House is. Okay, so I think that on that merit alone, I would say that maybe there's something to that show. I don't know. I haven't watched it. I haven't seen anything. I think it has an interesting direction, like art direction to it too. I don't know anything about it, so maybe it's good. I don't know. Glitches Productions has been releasing a lot of shows. Like they released Gaslight District recently as well, and also the Digital Circus. You probably heard me talk about that, like, you know, on my channel. But yeah, that is something I find interesting. And I don't know anything about it. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. I don't know. I haven't seen it. But yeah, it's a very interesting premise, I would say, from what I've seen. Because I don't know if it's literally about like the, what do you call it? The round table, like the, I forget what you would call the, is it just called like Arthur?
King Arthur.
King Arthur, right. I don't know if it's literally about King Arthur, or is it like more of like, just, I don't know. I don't know, but like, I would assume, you know, a character named Guinevere, and I would assume that's like somehow related to that. So I think that's very interesting, because I feel like we haven't had an adaptation of that story in a very long time, at least for me. Like, I haven't seen a movie adapt that, or like a show adapt King Arthur in a little bit, right? It feels like it's not, has been adapted in, like a little bit, right? So curious what they're gonna do with that as just like a premise. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that, but I think it's interesting, to say the least. Anyway.
Also, I don't know if anybody cares about this, but they're making a new Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
Oh yeah,
and I love
so
that.
we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that on one of the streams that we planned on doing. There is a new Oswald the Lucky Rabbit show it's not really announced yet, but it's something that's coming out, and this has been a character that I've liked from at least Disney from the beginning. I don't know why he just kind of feels like the what's the word like he's not like, obviously Mickey Mouse is the popular one, right? He's the kind of main character for all of the Disney related stuff. So I think that Oswald comes back to a different time in Disney's history, and I think that I don't know. I like Oswald a lot. I don't know. I mean, I guess we haven't seen much from Oswald because he hasn't appeared in Disney stuff for like a long time. I think the last time he's made an appearance, from what I remember, is in the game. What was the game called?
Epic Mickey.
Epic Mickey.
I love that game.
Yeah, Epic Mickey, and I like that game too. That's a really good game. If you guys know, it's kind of like Mickey Mouse, but it's like there's a lot of ink. It's like Bendy and the Ink Machine, but I don't know. That's probably what, I don't know. Did Bendy and the Ink Machine base it off of that? I don't know, because it's very similar. But anyway, I like that the character. So I think it's cool that they're bringing him back and his own show. That isn't, dependent on Mickey being there or something like that. So, anyway, I don't know what else to talk about. Yeah, so let me read some what the chat says. I don't think anyone's saying anything. Just Crimson Legend mentioning the Night of Guinevere thing, which we already talked about that, but again, I don't know anything about that, so I have no words to say whether it's something that I would like or something I wouldn't like, or something that you would like, or something that I could recommend. I don't know. It's same with like Gaslight District. I don't know anything about that, so. But there is a lot of indie animation. Actually, we watched I think a recent like indie animated thing on YouTube. I can't really remember the name of it, but it was kind of interesting, I guess.
Was it Flunk? I don't.
It was like, yeah,
the name of it.
It was interesting. I like the art direction for Plunko, and I think that's cool. So that was one of the things that we watched recently. Was Plunko. So, yeah. Aside from that, though, I'm glad that there's a lot more indie projects that are being released, and even our project, right? The Trifect. And not just the Trifect, but we have other things. We were expanding the verse, right? We have the Lamumbra verse, we have the Lumiverse, we have the Solarcto verse, we have probably some other verses that are going to be created from just one point of entry. You have all these, different verses that are spanning from that. So I think it'll be a good way of kind of adding more dimension to a project that initially started off with 3 people, having more people come on, and it being more of a collaborative thing with multiple people, right? Because since then we've brought on many artists, we've brought on, a voice actor. We were bringing on more people onto this thing because it's a bigger thing that we're doing. And I like doing collaborative projects that are bigger. And obviously I want to focus on the main 3 of us, which is Crimson Legend, Dr. Basketball, and sorry, I drew a blank for a second. Crimson Legend, Dr. Basketball, and Solarcto, right? That was me. That's why I drew a blank on. But anyway, so yeah, I think Solarcto is going to be one that he's also has his own stuff going on as well. And I am currently in the process of I'm writing the storyline for the Trifect, like the full little storyline. And so this will be very helpful for the future of the trifecta, because once I have the storyline figured out, you are going to be not prepared for what's going to happen in the series. You're not going to be prepared. So, because, that's my last, what's the word? Piece that I need. I'm trying to think of like chess terminology. That's the last thing that I need in order for us to realize this show. So but I am working on it. And, Lumi is involved in the first episode as well. I've made some changes to some of the story, and yeah, we're going to be, but I don't want to give away too much, because I think that I want you guys to experience it for yourself, and I want you to come along for the journey, and just watch it, the first few episodes. And I'm also working on, obviously editing it and getting it out in time for Christmas. That's my goal, to get it out in time for Christmas. And also, Lamumbra. We are working on Lamumbra, and we're trying to get an episode out soon. But we wanted to do a stream together to help us get, because Lumi is not very used to like talking on, at least like on camera or whatever. So it's good to get her just on the stream to help maybe get her used to that, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm streaming today as well. I know the title is crazy.
Yeah.
I know people clicked on that because of the title, but that's actually not what's going on right now. But maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it's canon. This is a canon event that's happening right now. Where I'm. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, so is there anything that you would like to say? Because I know I've been talking for a long time.
I don't know.
Is there any like other thing? I feel like there is something. Like I'm drawing, like again, my memory, it knows it wants to say something. That it knows about something that exists, but it doesn't know what the thing is, right? So I feel like there is something I would like to mention. I just don't know what it is. But there has been a lot of stuff happening in the whole ethos of everything that is going on in the world. So yeah, again, like planning on releasing the first episode soon, and obviously Lamumbra. So Lamumbra, obviously, like we've mentioned before, is going to mainly be focused around storytelling, so that's going to be the main focus. This channel, it's going to be animation primarily, but the Trifecta doesn't just talk about the Trifecta is kind of a podcast that I don't know. I don't know how you, like, I would say it's a podcast, but it's also not a podcast. So I don't know how you would describe it, like give a good descriptor for it, but it is I don't know, it's they're kind of like both two podcasts that we're doing. I mean, Trifecta is, like I've said this before, it's not really a podcast, because a podcast implies that it's audio only, which it's not. The Trifecta is not audio only. So it also has more emphasis on story as well, and it's something that is trying to tell an actual story. So obviously it's not going to just be audio only. Now, Lamumbra does have a story, but it's only in the YouTube videos. That's what we've decided, right?
Yeah.
So it's only in the YouTube videos that you're going to see the story. It's not going to be in the audio, on the audio platforms, because I mean, we could do it if it's like sort of like an audio drama. That could work, but as of now, we have no plans to incorporate some. I mean, the amount of stuff that we would need to do just make that work, right? Have to, you have to have like a extreme background in audio engineering to create a story, a narrative just through sounds. Which, I mean, I do have experience with audio production and stuff like that, but it's a very delicate thing that you need to learn, and it's a certain discipline that only certain people have, and I'm not very good with instrumentation, music, or anything like that. I'm better with like arranging things like sound and stuff like that. So I mean, maybe there will be like an audio drama element into it that will be introduced maybe in the second season. I always like the idea of the first season has this, but then we're adding on to it over time. So maybe there will be more expansion to what we're doing, and maybe we'll just expand more than just storytelling, right? We'll talk about other things other than storytelling. I think that'd be really cool. But I think that the core thing of the show should be storytelling, with at least with Lumumber, right? What do you think?
What? I'm sorry. Oh, about storytelling?
Yeah, I think that the heart of this show should be storytelling. Now we can talk about other things, but I think that you want to make sure that people understand what you're doing. And if you talk about just a bunch of random stuff, people are not going to understand what you're doing. So you have to centralize it to one thing, to one central thing that you're doing, so that people understand when they're coming to your podcast, they know what they're getting out of it. They don't have to make a gamble of what they're watching. Because a lot of that's kind of how television programming works. It's a gamble, right? You have to go on the television. You have to look, or like even streaming services. You have to take the time to look at what you're watching, and it's try to caters to what you like and your interests based on the different categories or the different selection that you get based on the certain networks that you go to. But generally, you have to have a heart to something that keeps everything else around it cohesive, and so that it doesn't just become like, oh, we're gonna just talk about whatever we want, because I think that people are not gonna be interested in that. But I do want to make it so that we expand more away from storytelling, but while also keeping the heart of the show being on storytelling, if that makes sense. Same with the trifecta. I want it to have areas where we do more than just, we do more of what we want rather than things that we have to feel obligated to do. And I think that's something that needs to be, I guess, not so reinforced into that the programming has to be a specific way. But there is, there is an understanding that we are making a YouTube channel, so people are watching it, and YouTube, you have to kind of make certain types of videos. Like, for example, Crimson Legend, his channel is mainly gaming videos. If you guys look at his channel, he does comedy, but it's also gaming and comedy. Or for people like Said Hippo, he does whatever he wants, really. I mean, to be honest with you, he makes films, like short films and stuff like that. But he also does like videos where it's just kind of like whatever random idea that he has that day. Our stuff is going to be more organized and try to keep to what you guys expect from us, rather than trying to be something that we're not, or try to go into territories that we don't have any business being in, right? So try to stick it true to why you guys like this channel in the first place. And that's kind of why a lot of the things that I draw from, especially since I like Gravity Falls, and I still like Gravity Falls, but a lot of the things that I'm drawn towards now differs, I guess. Because since I've watched Gravity Falls, it's been something that obviously I go back to, because it's one of those shows that has a huge I guess influence on how you work creatively on different things, because it just has that not only does it have that sort of like staying power that stays with you, but also just that kind of it affects how you approach certain writing decisions and certain things that you do based on what you consume, what you watch. Not to say that everything that you watch is good or whatever, or is worthy of being made, because some stories are not worth telling, and I don't want to get the impression that the stories especially like with Lumumber, when we're talking about storytelling, I don't want to get the idea that when we're creating the podcast that we think that any story is fine with worth being told, as long as it's just a story. No, specific stories we are looking out for, specific stories we are looking for, that we, you know what I mean? You get what I'm trying to say or no?
Yeah, I guess so.
Or is it, or am I confusing you?
No.
Okay. We're not just going off of just whatever is put in front of our face, right? You know what I mean? We specifically seek out things that I think will be something that will actually have value to you as a viewer, right? Not just things that are just going to be something that you're going to, what's the current thing, right? Oh, there's a new indie show, you know what I mean? Like that, I think that's what people get lost in, where it's like, oh, there's something new, it's new and shiny, let's talk about it. But whether or not it's something that is worth talking about and whether or not it's something that you should bring attention to is dependent on the person that, you know, is viewing it, I guess you could say. But again, just because something is new doesn't mean that it has to be, that we have to, I don't know. I guess it's this thing where it's like, anyway, I don't know. There's a lot to unpack with all that, but yeah, I think that Trifecta, I again, like I've said before, we are trying to release it in December now, and that's gonna be something that we're gonna be looking forward towards. Anyway, do you have anything that you want to talk about, or because I'm kind of lost with what to bring up?
Did anyone say anything in the chat?
Let me see. Nope. I think people are checked out.
Oh.
I mean, maybe they did. I don't know. There's 3 people here watching. So whoever you 3 people are, 3 people, sorry. Appreciate you guys watching the stream. We will have to go soon, but I do want to spend more time, hopefully, as much as I can, just talking about stuff that I probably want to cover. Anyway. By the way, is it echoing? I try to fix that because there is a weird echo that I noticed with the other stream. Is it still echoing? I don't know if anyone's here listening, but it says that there's 3 people in the chat, so. I don't know. Well, anyway, well, I'm really excited for the future of the channel and everything like that, and what we're going to be putting out there. So go, if you guys haven't seen, we have a new channel. It's called Lumumbra. It's at Lumumbra. If you don't know how to pronounce that, it's Lumbra. So that's Lumumbra. And that's on YouTube. It doesn't currently have any videos yet, so they're not going to see anything, but we are working on a introduction video that we're going to release soon. The main profile of the channel is the mascot character that we have. And do you want to mention anything about? Do you have any things to say in regard to the character?
Her name's Umber.
We don't know what the name is yet. I mean, that's just the name that we have right now. It's Umber.
A really cool design. It's like a light and dark kind of motif. And
I say it's light and dark. It's more dark, but
dark, yeah.
It's a shadow.
Shadow.
It's like a shadow. But there is some stuff where she does have some semblance to light. Also, one of the things I should mention is a recent community post I made. I think the most recent one I made is around a character that actually relates to all the things that we create, or at least some of the things I'm involved with personally, which is a character that you'll probably see later on down the road. But it's an important character because it ties everything kind of together. And yeah, I don't know. He's a character, and you're probably gonna see him more through because he's been around for a long time. He's been a character that has existed for a long time. So he is involved with Lumumbra too. To what extent, I don't know, but he's a player in the game. Also, let me read the chat, see if there's anything new. Probably not, but might as well check. It appears no one. Like there appears there is nothing going on. Okay, cool.
Everybody left.
No, there's
Okay.
people in the chat. I think there's people watching. I don't know. There's either people watching the stream because it says there's 3 people, right? I mean, apart from me watching the stream, there's 2 other people that are probably watching. So, unless people are just disinterested and left the chat, which is fine. Oh, Among Us. See, I see. Among Us. Yeah. Okay. So there is some people here. With Crimson Legend, right? I'm glad that we, watching probably soon, like towards like probably like in maybe 10 or 20 minutes we'll probably end the stream, but stick around here if we have any remaining things that we would like to discuss, because we don't get the chance to do this that often, right? We don't get the chance to talk on a stream, at least like interact with chat and stuff like that. So like to have some sort of interaction with people, just to see how everyone's doing and going and stuff like that, because it's been a while since I've done like a stream or anything. But anyway, episode 1, the intro that you saw is kind of a draft for what you're going to see throughout the series, and I'm starting to figure everything out. I'm starting to get pieces are clicking together. They are starting to fit in place, and we will have the first episode. I promise you guys, we will have it very soon. I've been working on it like basically every other day, trying to get this done. I've been trying to speed up my workflow, try to do a bunch of different things in order to ensure that this gets out as soon as I can. But obviously I'm not trying to rush it. I've got some critiques from other people, especially like from Meep, one of the people that was in chat today, around things in the intro, not kind of, I don't know, like there's just some things about the intro that could be improved, and also from the people that help create the show, like Crimson Legend and Dr. Basketball. Both of them have said that the intro could use some improvement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make it shorter and try to do tone down some of the editing that I did, because I think some of the editing I did was kind of disorientating and it didn't really flow as well as it could have. I was trying to go like, I think more of snappy editing will be more fit to make it a little bit more, but I do like slow pacing. I think slow pacing is good, right? Do you think that?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're. Yo, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I had some issues with the intro, but I liked it overall. So.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope to improve upon it. Also, I should mention, I'm currently in talks right now. I don't know if this is gonna happen, but I mean, it is gonna happen eventually. But I don't know if it's gonna happen like as of now. But we are getting. So I'm working with another artist, and we're going to try to get something done for the second episode. So the second episode is already in production right now, or pre-production. I don't know, however you want to call it, but it is in production as we speak, and I am working with other artists in order to get things done. And I usually like to again, if you read the community tab, there's a lot there. It's mostly where I put all the things that are cryptic or like the poetry there. I put it all on that community tab, and if people have been following that, they probably see that, and they're like, I don't know what to make of this, but it will come into fruition at some point. These things will they won't make sense in the moment, but they will make sense later, I guess you could say. Or maybe they won't make sense. Maybe they'll be left in forever in the obscurity, you know. Oh, also, I see there's more people in chat. Person above me is cringe. I don't know about that. I don't know if I would say he's cringe. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but and then yeah, Meep is back, apparently. Apparently Meep is back. Also, so Lumi, do you have anything to say that you want to say? Because I know I've been talking a lot, so I figured I'd give you a
it's
chance
okay.
to have a platform here. Yeah, because like on one of my other streams, someone said that I was talking too much, which I do that a lot, but I'm not doing it intentionally. I'm not trying to talk over people, but I know it can be hard to. I know it could be hard to get a word in, especially if I'm the one you're talking with. Like, well, yeah, I mean, anyway. Okay, so Meep asks in the chat, Meep says that you consider me as one of your top 10 fans. I don't know how to quantify that metric, so I would not say that I do know. I don't really think, I mean, to be honest, we don't really have we do have some viewers that come to the channel and they watch it, but I feel like we don't have a lot of. One of the things that I think I've been wanting from more of the channel is more people that comment. I think there's a lot of viewers that watch the videos and whatever, but they don't ever comment on the videos for whatever reason. And so I wish that there was more interaction there, and there's more viewers to comment on what we do. But here's the thing: if we're not making content, how are people going to even find us in the first place? Like, it's kind of on us. It's kind of on me and everyone else. For that to even happen, because people are not going to care if there's nothing coming out, if there's no videos coming out, and I'm just making a bunch of community posts. I try to stay active in the community, which is why I post like a bunch of community posts, even if there's not like a huge swath of people that come to the channel. I try my best to keep up with the community and have specific things, because those take time. I know people think that I'm doing nothing all day, like it's not taking any time, but those community posts take a lot of time to make, because they do. Not like not even just like the visuals and stuff like that, because the visuals don't really take, but like the actual time investment that these things take, and it might not seem like it might just seem like it's another post from this guy that just makes a bunch of cryptic things every post, a bunch of cryptic things every month, but like they do take time to make those kind of posts. But anyway, that's what. But yeah, I try to engage with people and make sure that there is a constant feedback between the people that watch the channel and the people that are like come by, and whether the people that visit the channel. Even if people aren't watching, they still see that there's activity for me, and still see that I'm doing stuff in the background. So that's at least a good thing, to keep you in the know of what is going on. That's kind of why we wanted to do the stream, right? I would say that's one of the reasons why. But also Lumi, she needs to get more accustomed to talking, because we're doing a podcast together. So I figured that this would be a good way to do that. But so far, I don't think it's been very successful.
I'm sorry.
But, that's not
I'm
your
still
fault.
very new to this.
That's not your fault. It's just, I'm trying to make sure that we are able to I don't know, sorry, I lost my thought again, but someone help me catch it. Anyway. Dang, there's more people coming in here. There's like 4 people, dude. Like, who is watching this? Who, like, honestly, who is watching this channel, dude? After all this time. But anyway, again, let me go over the whole thing again, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff that I want people to know is happening, and so one, there's a book that's coming out, because I feel like the lore of the Trifecta is just too densely packed together for it to be something that will be contained in the main series. So I'm creating a book that is just gonna have basically, it's gonna be an actual book, and it's gonna be releasing. I don't know. It's gonna be releasing at some point. I have I've been drafting up certain entries that are gonna be included in the book, and it's gonna be something that is going to be releasing. So there is gonna be a book at some point in the future. Another thing is, there is gonna be a episode 1. Like I repeated myself like thousands of times, but it's coming in December, hopefully. I think that's the target release date, and that's what I'm aiming for. Christmas, like either the day before Christmas or Christmas Day. I'm aiming for that. So Christmas, December, episode 1. Episode 2 will start right after episode 1, and it will be coming out like, just right after. Not like right after, but you know what I mean. The progress of working on it will come right after. And then next after that, we will have, future episodes to come and other stuff that is planned. We haven't recorded episode 2, but episode 2 is going to be something that is going to happen eventually. Okay. It's going to happen. I'm already working with another person to help with that episode. So we're going to see how that turns out, but we are going to start working on episode 2 next. And then, season 1, I'm excited for it. You guys are not ready for what is going to happen in season 1. There's a lot of stuff that's going to happen in the first season. And then also second season. There are 3 seasons of the Trifecta. There are 3 seasons. So we're only on season 1 so far. It's taken 3 or 4 years to get to this point, and now we are here at the first episode, which seems like a lot of time. But I think that it would have been a completely different Trifecta if I didn't wait as long as I did. So I'm glad that we waited as long as we have to produce the show. So also, I would say that I do need help on certain things, but that's fine. There's going to be updates to the website as well. Website changes are coming eventually down the road. Currently, if you visit the website, it says that it's, come back later or whatever. But there actually is going to be some changes to the website because I've changed the domain that it's hosted on. It's trifecta.us now, because it emphasizes that there's 3 of us. Or just, you could interpret it as like it's a whole team of people, that I work with or whatever like that. But yeah, there's trifecta.us, and that's the website for the Trifecta. And we will have stuff that is going to be put on there eventually. Anything else I'm missing? I don't know. Also, there's going to be some merch, right?
Yeah.
Some merch. So maybe some Lumi merch. Maybe that's going to be on the website. I don't know. We'll see how Lumi feels about that, but I do like the idea of creating specialized merch, and we might even change. Like currently, we have our Spreadshirt. Our current partner is with Spreadshirt, but we might actually switch to something a little bit more intricate down the road, because I've been having ideas to make a actual merch store that is more tailored to the Trifecta. So we'll see how that ends up, and also Lamumbra stuff too. But for Lamumbra, I'm not sure how we're gonna do everything. So we'll see how that comes down the road. So yeah, a lot of exciting stuff on the way. And let me just check chat, see what chat's saying. If they're saying anything at all. Okay, so I see Crimson Legend say something about web comics. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm not sure. Hey, if anyone wants to help me create a web comic for the Trifecta, that'd be great. That'd be great to see. I would love to see all the characters, like Crimson Legend, Dr. Basketball, and all the other characters that are part of the Trifecta. I'd like to see that adapted to a web comic. I think that'd be really cool. That might be something that we do, because we can put it on the website. That would be like a good thing to do, right? Oh yeah. Also, one of the things I have planned is I'm going to release wallpapers. So there's going to be Trifecta wallpapers are going to be released soon, I guess. I don't know when, but that's going to happen. Unless wait, someone says just someone in chat says sweet. Okay. I think they're talking about to Crimson Legend, right? I assume that's who they're talking to. Unless I know I think Crimson Legend might make some webcomics. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing right now. But he might make some webcomics. And that might be something that we because like obviously in the intro it mentions like the D&D podcast that they do, which is sorry, I forget the name. A Smokescreen. Yeah, Smokescreen. So I do recommend you guys go check that out, because currently I don't think Crimson Legend has been posting much, from at least like publicly. There hasn't been anything publicly that he's posted yet. So if you guys want to check out something that he's involved with and also involved with other people with, that are, I think that would be cool to check that out as well, because it's its own series. It's kind of it's not like a series in the same. Well, it is a series. It's like a series of videos. But yeah. Anyway.
So, we're planning merch.
Yeah, merch. But obviously, no one's gonna buy it at this stage. We're not mainly established enough to have that. But we're doing it anyway, because I still want the option to exist for merch and stuff, even if no one buys it, because I could still buy the merch, right? Other people can still buy it, even if it's not like a huge sample of people that are gonna get the merch. I still think it's cool to have it, and stuff like that. It's not about making money, because this show is not really about making money, guys. It's a show that's meant to be free for you to watch on YouTube. It's not meant for money. It's just kind of meant if you guys want the option to, you guys can buy that if you want to. It's not something that you have to. You're obligated to. It's just something if people want to have something physical with them, then that would be a way of doing that, right? So, physical things have more sentimental value than things that are intangible. So I think it's good to have something that if you want to have something to remember something, it's good to have something physical of something, rather than having, I don't know. Like, the reason why I don't really think about Gravity Falls that much is because I don't have anything physical of it. I don't own anything that's physical of it. The only thing I did own that was physical of it was like one of the journals, but then that got like destroyed or whatever. So, having actual physical things like I was just saying, can like have a lot of impact on whether you remember, whether you not necessarily it affects whether you have attachment to something, but more so that it helps you. I don't know. Can you help me hear what I'm trying to say?
I don't.
Also, I just see 67. I don't know what that's all about. I see that in chat. I don't know what that means, but there's some covert messaging that is going on in chat right now. I don't know what this all means, but also, Meep asks, does Lumi have anything to say? Yeah, Lumi hasn't been talking for the last.
Sorry.
I've been trying to like say,
I'm
hey,
very
do you want to
shy,
interject?
so it's hard for me to talk a lot.
Do you want to carry like a topic? Because maybe you do have something that you want to say.
Plushies would be cool if we made those, but I mean, we would have to be pretty popular, so. Right?
Yeah. I just meant like more like a topic that, I don't know, that you have something to talk about, like just about anything that we've been mentioning throughout this entire thing. What do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's fine.
Did you want to talk about your feelings about the Minecraft movie? Because you
movie?
mentioned that in your last live stream.
Oh, the Minecraft movie. Well, I feel like most people don't care about it anymore because it's a topic that hasn't, but I did not like it. I'm gonna be honest. We stopped watching it halfway through. It was not good. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It was not good. At least for me, it wasn't a good time. But I mean, hey, if they're gonna make a second, I think they might make a second movie. I don't know, but if they do, they probably. I don't know. I just think that the writing, I think that was probably the thing I didn't like most. It's one thing if the visuals are bad, but it's a whole nother thing if the writing. I don't like the writing for the movie. So I think because both of those came together, and I didn't like either of those, then it kind of made the movie a little bit not enjoyable to watch for me. No, I'm not saying I hate people. Like if you guys enjoy the Minecraft movie, that's fine. I didn't like it. I stopped watching it like halfway through. So. But we've actually talked about like the Minecraft movie a few times. Like the last, I think when the Minecraft episode we talked about it and we did that. There actually is a Minecraft server for the Trifect, but I currently have it off right now. I don't have it. It's not running right now because maybe there is some plans in the future where we'll have a reason to come back to it. But for right now, I've shut it down. But I can put that in. If I wanted to, I could put it back up right now. But I'm not doing that just for the time being, until there's a reason for people to play it or whatnot. But anyway, aside from that, I'm gonna see what people in chat saying. We'll probably dip soon. Hopefully we'll if there's anything more that we have some. Okay, so a lot of people in chat were saying like, what's this whole 69 thing? I don't know what it is. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what that means. Mass marketing time. I assume that's about stuff like the Minecraft movie and stuff. I want to dip my Solarcro plushie in milk. I don't think that's very appropriate, Neep. I don't think you should say that. It's a terrible time. It's a terrible movie to watch alone, but absolutely hilarious to watch with people. I mean, it was. Yeah. I think the initial. It was amazing. I think initially, I liked it. Like it was kind of funny to watch and stuff like that. But I think towards the middle part of the movie, I didn't care. Like it lost my attention completely. Yeah. It just, I don't know. For some reason, the end of the movie just didn't. Not the end of the movie. We just stopped. Like I literally stopped watching it because it just wasn't. It wasn't worth it.
I've never seen you hate a movie that much. Like,
yeah, it was not worth it at all. So I stopped watching it. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's perfectly fine. There's plenty of video games stuff that I've watched in the recent, like the Mario movie was good. I like the Mario movie. And I hope the next movie is good as well. I hope it's if not better than the first. Also the Sonic movies, right? I don't know if they're making a new Sonic one, right? That's going to come out. I don't know when it's going to come out, but it's going to come out, and it features Mecha Sonic and then Amy, which is going to be an interesting thing. I don't know what game it's based off of. Maybe it's based off of like CD, Sonic CD. That's what I'm guessing. It's based off Sonic CD, but we'll see. I'm not like a huge Sonic person anymore. I used to like Sonic a lot, but I don't really watch much Sonic stuff. But I do tend to like Sonic whenever it's something that it's like a movie or something like that. I don't really play any of the games or anything. But Sonic has kind of had a revival, right? As it goes with like stuff. And there's also like a bunch of other stuff that's probably I forget to mention. So a lot of video game movies have come out in the recent years. Yeah, Metal Sonic, yeah. Also, Meep, you don't have to save money for your merch. I know that you explained before that your currency is very weak, and I don't currently have a way to adjust for that, so I recommend that you don't spend money on the merch, because I know that in certain countries they have specific, like for example, Spreadshirt, the provider I use, it has a European branch of the thing, and I haven't set that up. So there is differences in the US version and the European one. So but I don't know, I just figured since like YouTube is mostly like like at least the audience of my channel is mostly like from the United States. I thought, you know, it makes most of sense, but I just haven't set it up yet where it has, you know, support for more countries and stuff like that. So that is something that I'm planning, and that's why we're making a new merch site, essentially building it from the scratch. So yeah. Also, yeah. So Heroes or CD? I don't know what hero. Oh, Sonic Heroes. Sonic Heroes. I haven't seen anything. I don't know anything. I know about Sonic CD. I don't know anything about Sonic Heroes. I've never seen anything from that game. Oh, 20. Oh, that's what they're referencing. They're referencing 2027. I don't know what's going to happen in 2027. Is the end of the world going to happen in 2027? I don't know. Well, like what's happening in 2027? I mean, I know one thing that's happening in 2027. I know one thing, but I'm not gonna say it. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. I'm especially excited for I don't know, just in general. Oh, the Sonic movie releases in 2027.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. No, there is something. I think I'm pretty sure, if my memory is correct, there is something coming in 2027. But obviously, I can't say it because it's not. I don't think it's officially announced yet. Yeah. Sonic 4. Is there anything else you want to talk about? I don't know if there's anything I'm missing. In the stream.
Has anyone seen Flow, the movie Flow?
Oh yeah, so one of the things I will talk about in the animation a little bit. Flow in recent memory is one of the rare occurrences where it's a movie. So if you guys are not familiar, there's a movie called Flow, and it's made by somebody that was making like short films and stuff like that. They've made other short films in the past, and so it is a movie about a cat. And there's other characters in the movie like a capybara and other kind of animals and stuff like that. But it's one of like the rare instances where I like, because I watched it, right? I saw the movie and we, you know, both of us watched it. But yeah, it's I really like Flow, and I think it's it's one of the best things in my opinion to come out of indie animation in a while. Although I will say that I do have problems with how the movie's paced, but I do like the movie. I think it's a good movie, and I think I recommend you guys watch it if you guys already haven't, because it's I don't know, I like the movie a lot. Flow, but you know, I don't know. I feel like it fits more. Like I feel like it's like a short, like it's the same thing I've talked about with like Digital Circus, right? Where you have somebody that creates short films, but then they move on to creating like, like a series or something like that, or like, like a movie, for example. And then you can tell that there is, things that are like, I don't know, like there's maybe like growing pains with it. And it just, I don't know. It just feels like it has issues. Also, Meep says that Lumi as a plushie would be good.
Yeah, I would love that.
I don't know if you guys know about it, but what are your thoughts on production behind The Thief and the Cobbler?
I've never heard of that, actually.
I don't know what that is. I'll look it up right now. Maybe if I look at and see it, maybe it'll come to mind, but I haven't heard of that. Thief and the Cobbler. See. Oh, so this is a film from 1993. I've never seen this. It's weird. I've never seen anything like this. This is very interesting. It looks very interesting. I don't know what this is, but so it's like a musical. Okay. But apparently it's unfinished. So I assume it didn't reach production. Okay, so this movie is in production for 30 years. How did that happen? How did that happen? Is it coming? Is that the implication? Is that it's still coming even after 30 years from now? I mean, that's that's probably like, I would assume the hands of this project have been passed along. I mean, if it's been around for like 30 years, then it's probably been passed along to other people. Oh, even Meep knows about this. Even Meep knows about what this is. I have no idea what this is. This is like we're talking about like lost media, where I have the first time seeing something I didn't even know that it existed. That's a very interesting name though. I looked it up, and apparently the cobbler, cobbler is in reference to like someone that makes the shoemaker, like that makes shoes or whatever. Okay, so he's working on this movie. Famous animator that is super well known for rotoscoping and blending. Okay. Oh, okay. So he was the person that animated Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh, okay.
So he's the one that, which makes sense because like the 2D rotoscoping that you see in that movie, where the characters are like these 2D characters, but they're like a rotoscoped. Yeah, I know what he's talking about. Or what?
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
Yeah. It sounds like a cool idea for like I don't know, like for an animation style for like a movie. Because it's already been done before, like in live action. I assume this movie is purely just like an animated movie. I don't think it like. It'd be cool to see that style where it's just animation. And there's no live action. Sorry, I was just quiet. I was just reading what's been going on, and seeing if anyone's been saying anything in chat. I probably want to close on like any final things that we want to say, because we probably have to. I mean, it's been over an hour that we've been streaming. Do you think that we cover all the bases with everything, or is there anything that I'm failing to mention?
I think we covered everything.
I feel like you haven't had much of a chance to talk, so I'd like to get you to say anything that you want to say.
I don't really have anything to say.
Okay. Well, Lumi, do you have a channel, right?
Yeah, there's something on there.
There's nothing on the channel, but there's gonna be stuff on it. So
eventually,
what's your channel's name?
Oh,
hold on a second. So what's the name of your channel?
It's Luminarity. It's kind of hard to say.
Oh, sorry. There's more people saying stuff in chat. Let me read this off. So they so they ended up firing him. See, that's what I expected. I expected when you brought that up, if it's like a project that has existed for 30 years, I assume what would have happened is that the project would have changed hands somewhere. Because you don't just have a project go on for 30 years and nothing happened with it. It either gets passed along to somebody, the person that is doing it either completes it, hopefully, or gets tired of doing it. So, I mean, I assume something might have happened. But that is unfortunate that that this company is ruining the original person's vision just because they want to have the reins to this project. I think that they should try to be, if they do take his vision away, they should try to be faithful to what he's created and let him do it, because it's his project, right? I assume he's the one that created it, right? So that is, yeah. They're saying plug what you have, right?
I don't really have anything at the moment. It's of my medical conditions I'm having right now. So
yeah, she has a bit of medical issues that prevent her from doing certain activities and stuff. So,
but eventually I would like to make videos.
Yeah. But I mean, her channel, is it Luminarctity?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can try to see if I can. How do you spell that? I don't know how to spell the username. Is it like at? I know it's like at LUM. How do you do it?
INART.
RT. What? RT what?
ITY.
ITY. I think that's it. Luminarctity. Anyway. Oh, he died. Okay, so the person that was making that film died, and fortunately made a 16-minute animation that I was able to be proud of. Well, that's good at least. I mean, at least he had something to his name that he worked on and that he created before his demise, right? So I'm glad. But we'll have to